Hello everybody, today I'm going to share with you these LED under cabinet lights. Now I was contacted by this company right here and they asked me if I could take a look at their product, so here it is. Obviously, they come in little modules of 3 LEDs connected by wires about 3 inches long, I'd say. They do come in 2 different color temperatures, a warmer white and a cooler white as well. It looks like they take 24 watts and they do have adhesive on the back, so that you can attach them underneath your cabinets or any other application that you may want to use these lights. Now there's not much else for information on the packaging, so let's go ahead and open it up. Inside we have our LEDs themselves. Let's go ahead and just set them off to the side right there. We have the transformer and the remote control here and a anti-static bag. So let's go ahead and start by taking a look at the LEDs themselves. We can see we have 3 per little module here. It looks like they take about 1.2 watts for one module. You can see it seems to be about 3 inches of wire in between each of the modules, and you can do math, I suppose, to figure out how many of them are here. We do have our connector for power. And speaking of power, here we have our power adapter. It is 12 volt and 2 amp. We have a main switch here, but we also have the remote control, which is inside of this box. So we have some instructions, and we'll take a look at those here in a second. But here's a little receiver for the remote. This goes in between the transformer and the LEDs. And of course, the remote itself. So take it out of its bag here and remove the battery protector, and then we have all of our functions right here, which I will demonstrate when we install the lights. But first, let's go ahead and just take a quick glance at the instructions so you can get a little more detailed information here and what all of the buttons do. So let's go ahead and install these. Okay, so here they are installed. I decided to do it underneath the countertop on our little peninsula here, and they work really well. There's not much of a lip for them to go under, but there's just enough for them to fit, and they actually look really good. And here they are at full brightness. This was actually the perfect length to go all the way from one corner to the other without having extras or too much light in between, so it was a perfect length for my application anyway. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features here on the remote. We'll take a quick look at the remote itself. Of course, we have off and on up in the corner. We can control the brightness up and down, but we also have options from 100% down to 10%. We can also have it flash in a variety of different speeds, in addition to some extra buttons here, which I will tell you. Let's see, the top one is smooth, and then you can have it smoothly glow in and out, and you can make it go a little faster or slower. It's a little hard to see on the buttons, but I will demonstrate all of that for you right here. Now these are currently set to 100%. Let's go all the way down to 10. So this is what they look like at 10%. We'll do something in between. Here is 50% and 30 and 10 again. I like the 10 and the 100. 100 is great if you're doing something. 10 is nice for a little bit of ambiance, I suppose. So let's go ahead and take a look at the flashing. So if you can't look at that, just look away. We have the 1 Hertz flash here, as they call it. There's 2, and here's 3. It's a little faster. Then they have the really fast one here as well, which kind of pulses more than anything else. Now we'll hit the clear button, and that will clear it and set everything back to the defaults of 100% and no flashing at all. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the smooth button, and this will gradually go in and out from dim to fully bright. Let's go ahead and try the 20-second smooth. Now this is the longest one, I do believe here. It takes the longest to get from the bright to dim. We of course have 5-second, which does it much faster, and of course you have all the other options in between. Now there's a lot of options here, but I still like the standard 100% and 10%. I like the dimming option. It works really well, at least here in this application, or I suppose in any application. Of course, we can use the individual buttons here to brighten it up using these up and down buttons. Of course, we have off if I pointed at it, and on again, and it will remember your previous setting. So let's go ahead and put it back to 100. So that is what it looks like at 100 one last time, and back to 10. Here's the modules underneath the lip of the countertop itself, so you can see how it looks under there. It uses the adhesive, and it seemed to grab it pretty good. So it looks really nice. That's at 10%, and we'll go all the way up to 100. Not bad at all. I really do hope you enjoyed this video of these LED under cabinet lights. They really do work well, at least for my application, and I can see these being used in a variety of other applications, whether it be underneath shelving to light up glassware or something like that, or, other items. You could also use this inside of a sign, for example, to replace maybe a fluorescent or something else, and you can place them in there in a bunch, and then it can light it up from behind. So there's a variety of different applications for these other than just under cabinet. Anyway, I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and also please comment, rate, share, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.